The kickoff unit is out. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20.
On the ready.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Now!
The mic. Hey, watch the slant. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Kill that.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Look at me, zipper. Hey.
Rap.
Get it.
Minshew throwing on third down. He's got the hook up to Wade. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Yep.
Fournette running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Bravo.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 31's the mic. Watch the slant. 31's the mic.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Push him back. Like 52. Come on, G.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, let go.
I got you. 31's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Let's go.
it's knocked away, incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
It's a great job by this secondary. Right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 13. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. We're scoreless after 1. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers sliding out of the pocket, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, play.
They'll toss it to Fournette. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
And we'll see what his offense can do. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
31's the mark.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch the screen.
Get ready.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He lets this one fly toward the back of it. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers will get this one to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again here, Rivers. going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Rivers now on second down. Complete. It's Henry. And for 28 yards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal for Rivers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Rivers now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Play action now. Rivers. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Rush in. 25, check 25. Under 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gap.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Fournette. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Rivers. He's got Allen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 30. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rivers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Strip that ball. Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, Rocket.
Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
54 Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Fournette. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You better bring.
Hey, high 7.
You better bring. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Too little, contact.
Be careful.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
61, matchbox right. On the ball. 55.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Set, 30 base.
Here we go, D. Hey, just hit it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 54. Hey, Irvin.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the play.
Snap.
From the 44, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Mike, Greystone, travel. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Minshew throwing on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218, chop it. Hey, Charlie. 54. Mike 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Go.
Drop deep. Right there.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, G.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Deep rip.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Minshew sets to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Set up. 90, Wolf.
Check 55 to Mike.
Right here, right here.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
I got you. Mike 55.
Now.
Looking to throw it, Minshew, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Final play of the half, Cousins.